College students, listen up. I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to lose 25 pounds of fat in 90 days or less, just like I did in this image. There is a 90-day difference between myself here on the left and on the right. And if you implement everything that I tell you to implement in this video, and you watch it from start to finish, you will have exactly what you need, the right mindset, the right tools, and the right information to lose 25 pounds of fat in 90 days or less. You need to be honest with yourself. Do you fucking like what you see in the mirror? Are you confident to walk around with your shirt off? Can you take your shirt off and feel confident about what you see? Are you a confident individual? Don't lie to me. Are you fucking happy with what you see in the mirror? Are you proud of what you see in the mirror? Because I know damn well when I looked at myself here on the left, I was not. You probably feel invisible to women. You probably feel like women aren't giving you the right attention that you want. And if you're a young dude, you probably do want attention from women. So don't fucking sit here and lie and tell yourself that you don't, because you probably do. So don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself about anything. Be honest with yourself, because that is the first thing that I did to get myself from here to here. To get myself from here, unconfident, no attention from girls, no respect from men, no respect within myself. I actually had to be honest with myself and look at myself in the mirror and take a look at myself and go like, wow, you are fat. You are out of shape. If you're watching this video and you're lying to yourself and you're not being honest with yourself and who you are and your confidence and what you see in the mirror, you need to be honest with yourself, because that is the only thing that is going to take you out of a spot where you're not fucking happy with what you see in the mirror. You understand? What is going to happen if you stay in the same spot? No abs, low confidence, low energy, high body fat percentage. What the fuck is going to happen when you stay there? Guess what? The things that you have in your life, the things that you're experiencing, and the way you feel is not going to change. I understand the reason why you clicked on this video isn't to actually get shredded. It's probably to actually gain the confidence back. There's an underlying thing in everything. You want a six-pack, you want an ab, you want to be in shape. No. What you really want to do is feel confident, feel happy with yourself, and you may want a sense of appreciation from people and yourself. If you're a man and you look similar to this, you're above 17 to 18% body fat. What I'm telling you right now is that you are fucking behind. You are behind right now. You are behind in your own head. You're behind in reality. I can't express it enough how much my life has changed from the image here on the left to the right, from the way people treat me, from the way women speak to me, from the way men speak to me, from what I get in life, the way I feel when I wake up, and how I feel when I go to fucking sleep. If you listen to everything I tell you in this video, it is going to transform your life. Because again, if you have a new body, you are a new person. You will experience new things and attract new things, and that's a new life, okay? One of my clients' transformations. He followed the exact step, the exact protocol that I'm going to give you here in this video for free, because I don't give a fuck about your money. I want to show you exactly how I can actually change people's lives and make them feel happy. So this is my client, Tavian. This is a 90-day transformation. You can see here, no abs, low puffy. He wanted to build some more muscle, but he also wanted to lose fat. He wanted to have a leaner look, and we got the leaner look. You can see here, transformation. You can see the flex, the abs, clear, 20 pounds of fat lost. This is my other client, Gio, negative 21 pounds in 3 months. Same transformation. Over here on the right is a client I just closed, Will. His progress is fucking insane. It's only been 2 weeks, and he's already ahead of where we thought he would be. I said, in the first month, you're going to lose 8 pounds. In the first 2 weeks, he lost 8 pounds. The information that I'm giving you here works, because it worked for me, and it worked for my past clients, and my current clients it's working for. So if you follow everything I tell you in this video, I'm telling you right now, it's going to transform your life. Okay? More reasons to why I am qualified to speak on this. This is my physique here. I have a decent physique. Pretty decent physique for a 19-year-old, can I say? I built muscle. I understand how to be big. I understand how to be lean. You can see here, over here on the far right, my transformation. 3 months. I even followed the protocol that I'm going to give you just to show and prove that it's actually valid and it works. I did that 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I looked like this. 3 months ago, exactly, I looked like this. 3 months ago. Think about it. If you just implement everything I tell you in this video, you're going to have your dream body. You can't cope with it. You can't try to tell yourself, oh, I have muscle. Oh, I look pretty decent here. I know damn well, if you are at a higher body fat percentage, especially if you're a guy who was once not, I know it cuts deep, and I know you're probably trying to put it in the back of your head and, throw it there, but it still affects you because you wouldn't have clicked on this fucking video if you really didn't care. So you care about it. So I know it's affecting your self-esteem and your confidence. We're not meant to be fat. We were not meant to be high body fat percentage. It's only until a recent part of history with all the bullshit foods, juices, drinks, and fast food in our industry that now that we've become fat. So I want you to understand that it's not a normal thing to be fat. It's not a normal thing to be higher body fat percentage. The norm is to eat fast food and junk food. We call that eating normal, but we call it dieting. We call it clean eating, when that's really fucking normal eating. The last thing is, you probably feel unnoticed by women and lack respect in social interactions with other men. And that's true. Guys, people judge you on how you look. And that's just the truth. You can't get mad about it. You can't cry about it. It's the world. It exists, and you can't change that. You, an individual in a 1.7 billion populated planet, cannot affect the fact that, again, if you don't look attractive, if you don't look lean, if you don't look like you work out, if you don't look like you're a healthy individual, you are going to be invisible to women. Invisible. A little bit about myself. My name is Denzel Casabo. I'm a personal trainer. I'm certified through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So I am qualified to speak about what I'm speaking about because I went and got certified because I wanted to know everything. I wanted to know the best. I'm obsessed with this. I love this. I love getting people in shape, and I love doing it for myself. Again, my name is Jude Casabo. You can go and look at my name. My name is actually Jude Casabo. My first name is Jude. My middle name is Denzel. I just go by Denzel my whole entire life. My family call me Denzel, so I go by Denzel. If you got a problem with it, don't know what to tell you. This is deeper than just losing fat and being lean. You need to take control of your life. Being fat, it is miserable. I've been there and I hated it. Walking around and not feeling confident, walking around and feeling self-conscious to look in the mirror. The idea of looking in the mirror, a reflection of yourself, that is who you are. You can look into your eyes in the mirror, not liking what you see. That is a fucking miserable life. And I'm going to make you realize that it is. Because you may not realize that it is for yourself, but I'm going to tell you right now because I've been there and I understand what it's like to have a life like I have now. I understand that when I walk around with a good body and I walk around, people treat me with respect. People are nicer to me. People are just better to me. And that's reality. I'm not trying to make a whole entire story and make it seem like, oh yeah, when you get in shape, life just changes so much and you're fucking amazing. Guys, it's a significant difference in the way people treat you. And I know the way people treat you is going to have a huge impact on how you feel. So if you feel like shit, it is a result of the way the world and the way people treat you. So if you want to change that, you need to change what you see in the mirror because you are really taking control of your life. Don't have control of your life. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the implemented things that you need to take control of your life. You don't have the information. So if you're fucking ready, let's dive in. You have been lied to about fat loss. All the things that you heard on social media that your uncle said, your mother told you, your father told you, your brother told you, your friends told you, your cousin told you, bullshit. Throw it in the tank. How to lose weight. All these things that you see on TikTok and Instagram telling you to do these detoxes, do these drinks, and walk 10,000 steps a day, and that's going to be the magic thing that makes you lose weight. Cap. Everything you've heard from Instagram to what your friends tell you, if they knew so much about fat loss, why are they not in great shape? Why are they fat? Me, a person who has a desirable body, is telling you the truth. I'm telling you how to get a desirable body that you actually like. Okay? But you still want to go and listen to people who don't even have the body that you want. You want to go and listen to people who aren't where you want to be in life. That is already a mistake that you're making. Stop taking advice from people who aren't where you want to be in life. And again, anytime you go on TikTok, Instagram, you listen to your friends, you listen to your family, your uncle, and they tell you this information, just take a look at them. And if they're not where you want to be, remember, if they're not where you want to be, you should not listen to them. Okay? Forget everything you know about fat loss or getting shredded or losing weight or anything because I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Carbs make you fat. Carbohydrates do not make you fat. Eating too many calories makes you fat. You can magically spot reduce fat. You cannot pick and choose where you gain fat, so you cannot pick and choose where you lose fat. Eating late at night causes weight gain. What time you eat does not affect how fat you are. It is how much you eat. All fats are bad. Just the word fats. You hear fat and you don't want to eat it, so you're just moving it away even though you need fats. Skipping meals helps you lose weight. If you skip a meal but you're still eating too many calories in another meal, you are not going to lose weight. Fat loss requires extreme calorie restrictions. No. You must exercise excessively to lose weight. No. Supplements can replace a healthy diet. Fuck no. Again, you gotta cut out sugar to completely lose fat. No. I still consume sugar every single day, and my clients do. Eating fat-free foods is healthier. No. Cardio is the only way to lose fat. This is one of the biggest myths. You should avoid eating after working out. Another myth. Once you lose the weight, you can go back to your old habits. No. Don't eat rice, don't eat bread, don't eat this, avoid that. All lies. All lies. You go on Instagram, you open up your phone, you can't eat this because if you eat this, then it's going to make you gain fat and you need to stay away from this. Wrong, 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 wrong. Listen up. The only way to lose weight is being in a calorie deficit. A calorie is a unit of energy that measures the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 liter of water by 1 degree Celsius. Okay? So basically, a calorie is energy. Energy and calorie is the same thing. Heat and energy are the same thing. Calorie and heat are the same thing, okay? Understand that. You have a calorie maintenance level. You have calories in, calories out. How many calories you burn, how many calories you ingest, how many calories go out, okay? Your body requires a certain amount of calories to maintain its current weight. So it is your total daily energy expenditure. That is your calorie maintenance level. I'm going to explain what that is. So this includes everything to basic body functions. Sitting there, just breathing, exercising, digesting, everything like that. So what is a calorie deficit? A calorie deficit, so deficit is less than. So calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is when you eat fewer calories than your total daily energy expenditure. And I'm going to explain what your total daily energy expenditure actually is. So again, so when you're in a deficit, your body has to find energy from other stored sources. This is how you lose fat. That is how it's done. You need to be in an energy deficit. And basically, you're tapping into your fat reserves. Your body is using all of this for energy. Because your body needs energy to live. Your body needs energy to maintain its current weight. So if you have your calorie maintenance level, what you need to eat to maintain your weight, which is basically your total daily energy expenditure, if you eat less than that, your body will start to use your fat as energy. And that is how it works. Forget this. In a calorie deficit, your body breaks down fat stores into fatty acids. Then it's used for energy. This process is facilitated by hormones, specifically insulin and glucagon. So how do you find your calorie maintenance level? All right, all you have to do to find your calorie maintenance level is multiply your body weight by 15. All right, if you're a guy who's active, you burn a lot of calories, you have a fast metabolism, you're always doing shit, your job requires you to move about a lot, you play sports, I would recommend you to multiply your body weight by 16 or 17. So usually probably 17 or 18 because, again, your body burns more calories, okay? So example, if you weigh 220 pounds, your calorie maintenance level is going to be around 3,300 calories. This is how much energy that your body needs to maintain your current weight. So that meant on an average base, over time in the past year, on average, amongst all these days in the past year, years and years and years, you ate too many calories than your body needed. And that is why you are fat. That is why you don't see abs when you look in the mirror, because you ate too many calories on a consistent basis over years and years and years. The same reason why your body will start to use the fat, your body will start to gain the fat, okay? So what is a calorie maintenance? Your calorie maintenance level is your total daily energy expended. And that comprises of all these things. So it comprises of your basal metabolic rate. Your basal metabolic rate is literally your metabolism. That is literally you sitting here and doing nothing. That is my BMR. That is your metabolism. Then you have non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis is me doing this. It's me doing the dishes. It's me walking. It's me doing whatever. It's me just moving about, talking my shit, just going about my day, just fucking cleaning my bed, making my room, jerking off, whatever the fuck you guys do. You shouldn't be jerking off if you're watching this video, all right? Then we have the thermic effect of food. That is your body digesting food. That is your body, that is when you eat food, as when you eat burger. Burger goes down, burger digests. Your body burns calories when you digest food. Then you have, wow, look at this. This is what you call energy activity thermogenesis, which is exercising, which is you actually going to the gym, you actually lifting weights, you running, doing cardio, it is only a small percentage of it. That's the thing. There's a reason why you see those dudes who lose weight and they kind of still look like shit. We want you to lose weight and look amazing and have a six pack, have muscle. 1 pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories is added up on a weekly basis, meaning if I decide to subtract 500 calories from my maintenance level, then I will lose a pound of fat in a week. Because again, 500 times 7, there's 7 days in a week, 3,500 calories. So in total, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So that's how you can lose a pound of fat in a week. How are you supposed to know how many calories you're eating? Track everything you eat using an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer. You need to check the calorie count on the foods that you're eating. Pay attention to the serving sizes. When you go out to eat, understand and try to look at the calories. If you don't know what it is, try to look it up with what you're seeing on the menu. These sources that you could use to understand how many calories you're eating. You just need to know the food that you're eating. How many calories does this have? How much energy am I intaking in my body? Never forget this. Law of thermodynamics. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from another object to another. So that means when you eat too many calories over your maintenance and your body needs, and you're not providing your body with the right protein, clean foods, and the right stimulus, your body is not going to know what to do with it. And it's not going to destroy it and just zap it out of nowhere. It's going to store it. Okay? Calories. This is an app I use. It's called Chronometer. As you can see here, you can see everything I eat. You can see I eat egg whites, large eggs, avocado, turkey bacon, bananas, white rice, steak, all these good foods. These are the foods you guys should be eating if you want to lose fat, if you want to feel better, feel happier, feel healthy. So you need to get a calorie tracking app. You need to track your calories. If you want to get shredded in 90 days, this is a non-negotiable. You need to understand how many calories you're eating. And I'm not going to lie, just guessing is not enough. On average, people overestimate or underestimate their calories by 1,000. Think about that. So you must know how many calories that your body needs. You must know how many calories that are in that meal you ate, in that protein bar, in that shake. Because if you don't know, then you're not going to lose 25 pounds in 90 days or 100 days or wherever, how much time you want to lose it. You're not going to lose weight in general, okay? So here's another thing you need. You need to be measuring your food. This is another daily non-negotiable. If you actually want to make the transformation, like I said, if you want to make the transformation in 90 days, if you're tired of feeling like shit, looking like shit, you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do. The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. The magic you're looking for is to be shredded, to be in shape. But the work you're avoiding is tracking, understanding, and measuring your food. Because if you can't do that, you're not going to be able to do it. You're eating oatmeal. You need to measure your oatmeal. Cook it, measure it. I measured 200 grams of oatmeal. You put 200 grams of oatmeal in your calorie tracking app, and it will tell you how many carbs, protein, and how many calories it has. So if you know how many protein, carbs, fat, and calories your meal has by measuring it out, then you are going to lose fat. But if you can't do this, skip out of the video. Do not watch this video. Do not watch this video. I don't even want you to watch this video anymore, because if you don't even want to do this, you don't have what it takes. This is life. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you life advice here. If you're unwilling to do things that you don't want to do to get to where you want to be, life is going to be a very miserable fucking experience for you, because the reason why you are where you are right now is because of your actions, because of who you are. It's because of the person, the perception of yourself. And I'll be honest, you need to change yourself. A goal, losing fat, is just fucking words. People achieve goals, and you need to become the person who can achieve the goal. And the person you are is not tracking the calories. They're not aware of what they're eating. They don't have a food scale. So how can you make a transformation? How can you change? How can you level up? How can you become more confident? Forget the six-pack. How could you get your life back? Get who you are back. Take control of yourself. Be disciplined without understanding the fact that you need to do things you don't want to do. And eventually it'll become easier. And honestly, with my clients I work with, they don't have to track their calories. They don't have to have a food scale. They don't need any of that shit, because I give them meal plans and supplementations and things that they can follow, and they can just track it through an app. Weight training does not burn enough calories for you to lose fat. Walking and running burns a significant amount of calories. If you walk 10,000 steps a day, you will have burnt around 500 fucking calories. And the more you weigh, the more fat you have, it'll probably be more. So let's go back to when I told you 1 pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. So if you understand this and you can put yourself into a deeper deficit, you can burn an extra 500 calories. So if you burn an extra 500 calories, that is going to be, instead of a weekly 3,500 calorie deficit, you're going to be in a weekly 7,000 deficit, meaning you will lose around 2 pounds of fat per week. So let's do the math. If you can lose 2 pounds of fat a week, 2 times 4 weeks in a month, that is 8 pounds. 8 pounds in 1 month. And you will probably lose more than that because you'll lose water weight and you'll lose extra. You're going to lose more than that. So that's just fat. So 3 months, 90 days. 8 times 3 is 24. You are going to lose more than 24 pounds. That is how you do it. You need to supplement walking and you need to supplement calorie deficit, but it has to be the deficit first. The burning calories, the cardio, is a tool. This is the tool. Tracking calories is not the tool. Nutrition is not the tool. A lot of people try to view burning calories, the cardio, as the thing that's going to make them do it, and they view the nutrition as the tool. It's the other way around. Flip it upside down. Calories, walking, running, doing your cardio is not going to get you the body you want. Nutrition is. This is a tool that will get us to where we want to be faster. So you can even put yourself in a steeper deficit of around 700 calories, 800 calories. And that's how you understand that's how you can understand how much fat you're going to be burning. Burn, 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 burn. Burn the fucking fat off. If we can walk 15,000 steps, that will be around 600 to 750 calories burned. You have the plan. You have the implementation. If you can walk 15K steps a day, 20K steps a day, more than that, you will burn more fat. It is a tool. So again, if your energy deficit from food could be negative 600 calories and you can burn 500 calories from walking every day, you will have put yourself in a deficit of 1,100 calories on a daily basis. And that times 7 is going to be 7,000 calories. Insane. A huge reason why people quit their fat loss journey is because they can't deal with the hunger. You understand this. You are supposed to be hungry sometimes, but we can find ways to deal with the hunger. You can pick and choose when and where to be hungry. So in my opinion, I recommend you to always be hungry in the early part of the day, because when do you usually cheat on your diet? You probably usually cheat on your diet at nighttime. So if you usually cheat on your diet at nighttime, it's more likely that you are hungry at nighttime. So what we can do to fix this is don't eat for the first 4 to 5 hours that you wake up. It will suck. You'll be hungry for the first 4 to 5 hours, but you have the rest of the day to eat. And if you can do that, this will be an easy, smooth progress. Easy and smooth, nice and smooth, because I'm going to eliminate all these things that stop you. Why are we supposed to be hungry? Okay, understand that your body requires a certain amount of calories to maintain its weight. Basic functions. This is the BMR. When you consume fewer calories than your body needs, it signals your body that it requires more energy, meaning that you're going to be hungry. Calorie restrictions affects your hormones, and never forget this. It will affect yourself. It will affect you. Ghrelin is a hunger hormone. Ghrelin is the feeling that makes you hungry. It will increase ghrelin. On the opposite side, we have leptin. That is the hormone that makes you feel full, so that may decrease. So you can fight this. You can beat this if you implement it right. If you can decide and pick when to be hungry in the beginning of the day and pick and choose not to be hungry at nighttime, because college and you're going to end up cheating on your diet. So pick and choose when to be hungry. But if you're a person and you tend to snack and binge and eat a bunch of shit in the morning, then do the opposite. Be hungry at nighttime. I'm also going to tell you 3 things that you can do to fight this hunger. You won't even feel like you're hungry, because none of my clients feel like they're hungry because they implement all 3 of these things. Drink a gallon of water a day. Why? Drinking water makes you full, makes you satiated, fights hunger. Fighting hunger will help you lose fat, because hunger is the reason why people cheat on their diet. So if you can fight hunger, then you are going to be okay. So fight the hunger. Next thing is eating a high protein diet. It is the same reason. High protein will raise leptin, which is the feeling that makes you feel full, and lower ghrelin, which is the feeling that makes you feel hungry. So eating a high protein diet and fiber is going to make you feel satiated, and it's going to make you feel full, and you're not even going to have the cravings that you usually have. Initially, when you start a calorie deficit, your body will take time to adjust. It's going to suck in the beginning. The first week, you're going to be hungry. It's going to feel weird. But again, hard to start a fire, easy to keep it going. Hard to make some money, easy to make more money. So everything is always going to be harder at the beginning, but guess what? It never gets easier. You just get stronger. You just get more competent and more efficient at what you're doing. Because if you follow these step-by-step so if you're more active while you're in a calorie deficit, your energy expenditure increases, which is also going to increase hunger. So just understand that if you do more cardio, you're going to feel more hungry. Forget this. Calories will dictate how much you weigh, macronutrients will dictate how you look, and micronutrients will dictate how you feel. So we understand what calories are, it's energy, but what are macronutrients? You need to understand that if you don't get your macronutrients right, if you aren't tracking them, you're going to lose the weight and you're going to look like shit. And you're not even going to be happy with the weight that you lost. And you'd probably prefer being bigger. So, some people go to the extreme and it works. But you have to keep macronutrients in place or else you will lose muscle and feel like shit. Okay? Understand this. If you do not understand the macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates, and fats that you're eating, if you're not tracking that, eating the right amount of protein and carbs, you are going to look and feel like shit during this process, and it's not even going to be worth your time. It's going to be a waste of fucking time. Alright, so macronutrients. Nutrients that are required in large amounts for energy, growth, and bodily functions. Your macronutrients are the three things that you get your calories from. The three things you get your calories from. Everything you eat has macronutrients. Everything you eat has protein, carbs, or fats, or fiber. Everything you eat, don't forget it, I'm going to say it one more time, has protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Protein has 4 calories per gram, carbs have 4 calories per gram, and fat has 9 calories per gram. Made up of amino acids, which are the building blocks, which is pretty much what makes up protein, a single protein gram. It is essential for growth. Essential for growth and the maintenance of the muscle that you have as well. So not only do you need it to grow, you need it to keep your muscle. That's all I really need to get into. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. Fats, just 20 to 35% of your total calories. So I would stick around 60 to 100 grams. Carbohydrates, 45. When you're on a cut, you're probably going to want to keep your carbohydrates to around 45 to 50% of your calories. You don't need to go any higher than 50%. So around 1,300 calories to 1,800 calories coming from carbs. 300 carbs to 400 carbs is going to be good. So this is just a maintenance, right? So if this guy wants to get shredded, lose 25 pounds in 90 days, this is what he does. This individual roughly weighs around 233 pounds, around that area. So that's his maintenance because we know 233 times 15 is 3,500. So go over here. So we go over here. So if you want to lose 25 pounds of fat 100 days, this is how you set up your calories. We subtract the calories of 1,000 calories. You could either do this by subtracting 1,000 calories straight from food. You could do burning 500 calories through cardio and being in a 500 deficit. But you're going to want to be in a 1,000 deficit, right? Protein, 40%, carbs, 30%, fat, 30%. Simple. 1,000 calories from protein, 750 from carbs, 750 from fats. Very simple. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is get your phone, your calorie tracking app, and track the food you eat. Every single thing that you put in the app, you're going to scan, or you're going to type it in the app. You're going to type in chicken breast, or you're going to scan your barcode of the food that you eat, and you're going to put the amount of grams that you have, or how many, the serving size of what you had. You're going to put it in, and it's going to give you the protein, the carbs, the fat of the meal, and it's going to give you the calories. And you fit this in here, okay? So we bring it all together. You need a calorie tracking app that I use. The app that I have my clients use is Chronometer. So you're going to want to be in 1,000 plus deficit from food alone, or around 600 to 900 deficit plus cardio. I recommend being in a 600 to 700 deficit and supplementing with cardio. So you want to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Moderate carbohydrates. Get your sleep. You lose fat when you sleep, and drink 1 gallon of water a day. All you need to do is do this for the next 3 months. It's very simple, but a lot of people get it wrong because people do not have discipline. And this is where people go wrong. People have junk foods in their environment. Listen, dude, if you want to lose fat and you have junk food in your environment, you need to set up your environment to be a good spot for you to lose fat. If you go home and you have junk food, you have cereal, you have fucking snacks, you have granola bars all over the place, and it's right there in front of you, you are obviously going to be more likely to cheat on your diet. You're going to be more likely to not be committed to this journey of losing 25 plus pounds in 100 days. So get it out of there. Get it out of your house. And again, if you live with your family, stop being around it. Don't look at it. Just walk by it. Act like it's not there. Because again, if it's in your environment, you are 100% more likely to cheat on your diet. A lot of people ignore the little sauces and oils. Listen, dude, those add up. When I first started tracking my calories, when I want to get into shape, a huge mistake that I used to make is I used to forget about the sauces. Oh, ketchup. Oh, barbecue sauce. Oh, olive oil. That is putting you in a calorie surplus. So do not forget the sauces and oils that you track. Track them. Do not forget, because again, those things are going to be the things that are stopping you from losing 2 pounds of fat per week. Filling your calories with bullshit. So if you fill your calories with bullshit, you go with this approach, well, if I only have to be in a 1,000 deficit, then I could just fit my calories with McDonald's and fucking Dunkin' Donuts and whatever I want. This is where you go wrong. Let's just say hypothetically you wake up and you go to Dunkin' Donuts, you get 3 donuts. You eat those 3 donuts, it's going to spike your blood sugar, raise ghrelin, which is the hormone that makes you hungry, and you're going to be hungry for the rest of the day, and you're going to make yourself more hungry, and guess what? You're not going to have a lot of calories to eat because these foods are very high in calories, but they're not going to fill you. So that's the issue. You could go that approach, but you're going to be 100 times hungry, you're going to feel like shit, and most likely you will look like shit because you're not going to be able to hit your macronutrients. Cooking with high calorie butter or oil, same thing. Stop ignoring the butter that you cook your steak in. The reason why you're not losing fat and you're eating so clean, you're eating steak, yeah man, I'm eating clean, I'm eating steak. Listen man, it's not doing anything for you. Listen man, that is the reason why you're not losing weight. Fast food. Stop fitting your calories with fast food. It is not the right approach. You're going to fuck up your hormones, and it's going to make this process a lot longer than it should take. And you're going to go in and out from eating clean and fast food, and next thing you know, you're going to develop an eating disorder. And again, people go wrong by drinking liquid calories. The only liquid calories that you should be drinking is protein shakes. Anything else besides a protein shake or maybe a pre-workout, get it out everywhere. Get it out. Get it out. Get rid of it. Throw it in the bin. Garbage. You need to focus on building muscle during this process. So building muscle will speed up your metabolism, burning more calories. Muscle is what allows us to drop body fat. So it's going to increase your metabolism. So if it increases your metabolism, then you're going to burn more calories. And if you're burning more calories, you're burning more fat. So building more muscle will speed up the process. So don't forget, lift weights 3 to 5 times a week. Very simple. Hit each muscle group 2 times per week. Progressive overload. Focus on adding on more sets. Progressive overload is increasing volume in the gym, increasing sets, reps, or weight. So when you go to the gym, instead of doing 12 last time on that set, you're going to go for 15. Or instead of doing 100 pounds for 12 reps, you're going to do 120 pounds in 12 reps. Very simple. Always train in the 8 to 15 rep range, and you're going to be fine. Any split works, very simple split. But as long as you're following these 4 things, you're going to be fine in terms of building muscle. Simple. Personal tip from me. Resistance is your past self's greatest weapon. The version of you right now, as you're watching this video, you do not deserve to be in shape. You do not deserve a 6-pack. Why? You took the actions, you have the habits, and you have the beliefs of an individual who doesn't have a 6-pack. So how could you deserve it? Because like I said, a goal is just words. People achieve goals. So you need to become the person. But in order to become the person, you must let go of your past self. Your past self is the individual that led you to the body that you have now that you're so fucking unhappy with. So now you need to kill that. So how do you build a new building? Destroy the old building. So what we need to do is destroy who you were before, metaphorically. Kill that person. The person that's stopping you from unaliving that person is your past self. Your past self is going to do everything he/she can to stop yourself from entering this new lifestyle, from stopping yourself from being confident, stopping yourself from getting the right attention that you want, stopping yourself from getting respect, stopping yourself from getting the girl that you want, the job that you want, the body that you want, everything you want. This is resistance. Resistance is your past self's greatest weapon. Everything in this universe, everything in the world has an innate bias to survive. Thank you, Charlie Morgan, for teaching me this. You will do your best to survive. So just like you and animals and everything in this world is going to do its best thing to survive, your past self will do everything it can to survive. Let me make myself bigger here so you don't fucking miss this. Resistance is the feeling that tells you to skip workouts, cheat on your diet, and sleep in. That's your past self, doing everything it can to survive. Rationalizing, oh, I should eat this. Oh, we're out with my friends, so I should eat this. Oh, it's just one day. That is your past self. You need to kill that past self. And the only way to kill that past self is by taking the fucking action. But what is stopping people from taking the action? You need to take action now on this. You are unhappy with your body. Your body fat percentage is too high. There is an issue, and you're still letting it happen. You let someone just come up in your face and disrespect you? No. So why are you doing that to yourself every day? And you're giving yourself more time. Oh, I gotta wait till tomorrow. I gotta wait till the New Year's. Take the fucking action now. You're a grown man, right? I thought you were supposed to be a grown man. You're so masculine, right? Oh, you have all these saved TikToks and Instagram posts about these fights and all these things. You're so masculine. You're such a big dude. Why the fuck are you letting yourself disrespect yourself? Seriously, you are disrespecting yourself every single day when you self-sabotage yourself, when you're making decisions to sabotage yourself. That's the reason why you don't fucking like yourself. The reason why you don't like yourself is because you sabotage yourself and you make decisions for you now and not in the future. But the way you love yourself, the way you improve your mental health is to start making decisions for you tomorrow. Start making decisions for you next week, you next year. That is how you develop self-love. That is how you develop self-confidence, because you are sure that you did it. You can look back. When I look back to myself, thank you so much for starting this journey. Thank you so much for starting this business. Thank you so much for starting to get in shape, because if you didn't then, where would I be now? I have good mental health and I'm happy. I am fulfilled because my past self, he took the action for me now, but you aren't taking action for yourself. You aren't taking action for yourself in the future. You're doing it now. Deciding not to get in shape today is you deciding for you today, but you decide for you tomorrow so you can get yourself out of tomorrow's fucking pain. Stop settling for today's pleasure for tomorrow's pain. Go, fight, and strive for today's pain for tomorrow's pleasure. That's how people get successful. That's how people are happy. Stop being a lazy fuck up. Take the action now. It is time. You're running out of time. You're 18, 19, 20, 21. It doesn't matter. If you're at this age, it is going to be harder when you're older. It is going to be harder when you're 30 because, again, it'll be 30 years with your body. It will be more difficult. Stop waiting. Take the action, because if you don't start implementing these things in today, another year is going to go by and you're going to look in the mirror and you're still going to wonder why the fuck you hate yourself. Because you're still going to wonder why that girl left you. You're still going to wonder why you don't feel confident when you look at yourself in the mirror. You're still going to wonder why people disrespect you. You're still going to wonder why your family doesn't respect you. Your girl doesn't even fucking respect you. No one respects you because you walk around with a pudgy body. What is there to respect on that? Again, you are basically showing people who you are. Your inner world and your outer world are a reflection. So people can tell who you are on the inside by the way you are on the outside. That's why these girls don't give you attention and these dudes don't give you respect, because you don't fucking do it to yourself. You don't respect yourself because you don't treat yourself with respect. Yourself with respect isn't going into the cupboard and eating a bunch of junk food and skipping the gym and fucking bullshitting all day and smoking weed and just hanging out with people who don't want to fucking go anywhere in life. That is self-sabotaging. So people stay away from people like you and they treat you as you so deserve to be treated. Resistance is an internal force, an internal feeling that often stronger than any outside force that tries to stop you from reaching your goals. It's the nagging voice in your head telling you you aren't good enough, you aren't strong enough, you aren't motivated enough to become your best self. This resistance is faceless. It doesn't exist. It's not a person. It is a formless energy that exists to solely prevent you from starting the work, starting to take the action that reveals your true self, who you want to become. I'm going to list all the different forms of resistance and all the reasons why you're probably not going to take action after watching this video, okay? Fear. Not taking action because you're afraid of what happens if you do. Instant gratification. Not taking action because you expect or want instant gratification. Not taking action because you have doubts in yourself and you don't think you can do it. Not taking action because it makes you feel nervous, anxious, or uncomfortable. You have to fight through that. You have to do it scared, do it anxious, do it nervous, do it uncomfortable. Not taking action because you rationalize not to do it. You told yourself, oh, it's okay, I can skip the gym. It's all right because I went yesterday. Oh, well, it's okay because I know I have this thing coming up and then I have a vacation next week and I can't start today because I have to wait for a vacation to make a decision to change my fucking life. Not taking action because you want to learn more about it first. Oh, I gotta learn more. I gotta do more. I gotta watch one more video just like this until I can actually take the fucking action that I need to take to improve my lifestyle. One more video. Not taking action because you want to do more research first. Not taking action because you feel comfortable right now in your seat or in your bed, wherever you're watching this video, and you don't want to feel uncomfortable. Not taking action because you want everything to be perfect before starting. Not taking action because you would rather wait to see if things change. You want things to be perfect. Guess what? The perfect time is never going to come. The feeling you feel right now that is stopping you from taking the action today is going to be there 3, 4, 5 months, years, days, weeks, millenniums. It doesn't fucking matter. It's still going to be there. Stop waiting. Stop waiting to change your life. You don't need to join my program. Do it yourself. Do it for yourself. This video because I want to give people the truth. I want to tell people how it's actually done, how I did it, how I'm helping people. You need to implement this and you need to do it now. Never forget, it's a fucking pool of cold water. You look at that pool of cold water and you're supposed to jump in it, but you're never going to do it. Because you keep looking at the cold water and you're like, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to come back. Guess what? That cold water is never, ever going to get warmer. No matter what. You come back in 3 months, it'll still be the same temperature. You talk with him, you watch one more video, you do one more night of going out, one more movie, one more wasting time, one more day off, it's still going to be cold. So you might as well jump in now because the feeling that's stopping you from jumping in now is going to still be there. It is going to still be there. More forms of resistance. Not taking action because you justified not to. Not taking action on the main thing because you think you should be taking action on something else. So deciding I need to go to the gym and start doing a bunch of cardio, but I'm not going to take action on my diet. Not taking action because that thing distracts you. Not taking action because you don't have the support or a fucking accountability partner. Not taking action because it makes you feel vulnerable or psychologically exposed. Not taking action because you criticize others that take action or are critical of others who are taking action instead. You want to judge your friends who are deciding to change their lives. They want to post on social media. They're starting businesses, but you want to judge them. You want to judge them, but you're a fucking loser. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you. And I'm not saying this to attack you, make you feel like shit. I needed someone to tell me that. And I told myself that. You are a loser. You're not as good as you think you are. Not taking action because you're drawn to create or move to drama in your personal life. Not taking action because you're in denial. Not taking action because you criticize others. Not taking action because you're putting it off till tomorrow, next week, next month, or the New Year's. Not taking action because it makes you feel stupid or a bit of self-hatred. Not taking action because starting to get in shape wouldn't be me. That's not me. I don't know if that's me. Oh, I'm not supposed to be in shape. Oh, I don't feel like I should be in shape. You have this idea that, oh, I'm naturally like this. I can't get in shape. I can't look like that. You're right. You won't because you have that fucking belief. There you go. Not taking action because you think you're too burned out to take action. Not taking action because someone told you not to or to take a day off. Not taking action because you're not sure how, and not taking action because it's scary and it is painful. So, if you follow everything I explained to you in this video, I guarantee you'll consistently lose fat every single week with this system. Every week. Listen and follow what I said in every aspect on this video, and you will be on the path to getting shredded in 100 days or less. For you guys watching this video who want to lose 20 plus pounds in 100 days by working with me one-to-one, you get to speak with me every single day, talk with me every single day. I go in and I make the meal plan. You don't have to track the calories. You don't have to get a calorie tracking app. All you got to do is listen to what I tell you to do, eat the meals that I tell you to make. I do the calories and I do the macronutrients for you. I put it in the app. It's on an app. You get the training program. You get everything you need. Listen, never forget this. Your inner world and your outer world are a reflection. Whatever is going on inside here is going to reflect on what's going out in the world, the way you look, the way people treat you, the car you drive, the house you live in. Whatever is going on in between your ears, you need to change your beliefs about yourself, about fat loss, and about this world. Because that is your inner world. The way you view yourself, the way you perceive yourself is going to reflect out into the world.